Southern California, Tinseltown, Hollywood.
A seashore paradise, a great place in which to vacation, to work, to live.
But Southern California also has some very serious problems. High crime, wildfires, homelessness, earthquakes, illegal immigration, mudslides. The economy's terrible. Tons of home foreclosures, thanks to Bush and Obama.
Wait a minute. Will making fun of Obama get me on the Hollywood blacklist?
We've got big fat Michael Moore inciting violence at the Occupy movements. So who would ever want to live in a city like this? Me, I would. I guess I'm that crazy. I moved out here in 2009 from Central Illinois, a town with 1,100 people, to pursue my dream of pitching some of my TV pilots with my co-partner and co-writer Brandon W. Montgomery. There are so many terrible shows on TV these days. Now in Hollywood, when you have a TV pilot, it's difficult to get through that steel wall to an agent. There's another steel wall that the agent must cross in order to get you a pitch meeting with a TV network. My goal is to be able to take one of those original, fantastic, very entertaining ideas.
With all the shit that's on television, you mean to tell me I can't get one of my TV pilots on the air?
And to market it, to sell it, to help develop it, help produce it. And that is my goal, is to have it on television.
To make a really good TV pilot, you have to have really good characters. It's all about the characters.
Things hinge on character and conflict, and that should shine.
I also have found, I think, over the years that many of the studio execs that I've worked with really are a bit in awe of the writer's process.
So when I'm writing, it's always a good idea to get out of the house, and I have to have complete silence when I'm writing, or when I'm doing any kind of research for the cartoon ideas. It's absolutely imperative that I have complete silence.
Well, I recommend working in television first, because the truth is nobody's going to want to talk to you about your pilot.
Make sure you have something worthy of selling.
Without an agent, it's over, and it makes us look like...
This is Monty, my writing partner and business partner. I've been trying to get him to come out to LA for quite some time.
Why can't we get one meeting with an agent? What's it take? I mean, and I don't want one of these backwater, back alley agents that say they know Sylvester Stallone's brother, and it's gonna, you're gonna be the next big hit with whatever his name, Rico Stallone, or what's Sylvester's Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone, yeah. I have a buddy whose best friend's neighbor is Frank Stallone's uncle's cousin's brother's next door aunt, who is twice removed from Frank Stallone.
Yeah, go ahead and sign on the bottom line, Phyllis.
Yeah.
Sign this contract after you hear that. Yeah. So I want a real agent. If we don't have real representation, we're wasting our time, man.
Yeah.
I think it's very difficult to get to an agent directly.
Come on, baby.
Leave a message or obtain after-hour emergency number.
I'm looking to get an appointment with an agent. I'm a writer, and I'm actually looking to get some of my TV pilots to have representation. I've gotten nowhere. I've gotten rejections. I've gotten we don't accept unsolicited phone calls. And I've also received the never call here again, so...
Hi, thank you for calling by Coastal Talent and Literary Agency. We can't...
Apparently nobody's home. I'm a writer, and I'm looking for representation for a literary agent. I've written some TV pilots. Yeah, I'm looking for representation. I'm a writer. I've written some TV pilots, and I think they're fantastic. And I'm just looking to get maybe an appointment to come in there and talk with one of the agents about representation. I've heard query letters are a terrible idea. I've heard they're worthless. One-page query letter again now. Are query letters worth doing?
The last time I talked to my agent about query letters, and my agency is a very small boutique agency, last time I talked to her about query letters, she said she got 20 a day. That's for a very small agency. That's 100 a week. You think she's going to read them? The answer is no. How many do you think CAA gets every day? Probably 100, maybe more. The thing is, they're a waste of time.
If you are seeking representation, you must first submit a short query letter, preferably by email.
To send out a blanket query letter across the board, I think is a waste of time.
Yeah, no agent that's making any money
who gives a fuck is going to be like, let me see what this query letter is about. This guy has an interesting script. Let me email him back. No, it's not going to happen. Come on, baby.
Yeah, are you guys currently taking on new clients?
No, we're not.
We're not accepting unsolicited screenplays at this time of any kind.
No, what I'm saying is I'm looking for representation. I'm not trying to solicit a screenplay. I'm looking for an agent. What's this fucking unsolicited bullshit? What's unsolicited mean?
Most production companies, in fact, will not read an unsolicited screenplay. And the reason is they don't want to be sued.
And that's the thing about Hollywood. It's like this big mystery about how business is actually done. And it's been such a journey with us getting to that point. I'm excited to see what the future is going to hold.
There's no way to explain that, and there's no way to explain taste either.
There is no hard and fast rule on how to pitch.
It's like everything. There are no rules.
It's almost impossible to sell a pilot for anybody. And then for anybody that hasn't worked in television, I would say you might have heard of somebody that sold a pilot like that, but it's a very, very, very rare thing.
If you have a great idea for a television show or a movie, that probably 20 other people have that same idea.
There's no easy pilot to sell these days.
See, why can't we should be able to do a show about this. Two guys trying to get their own deal. Why can't that be a show?
That's our lives, and I think it would be pretty boring. At least it's exciting to me. It's exciting to you, but would it be exciting to America? Who knows?
Well, look at all the other shit that's on TV. You got the Kardashians, which is it's a brutal train wreck of disgustingness. Not to take anything away from like the Kim Kardashians or any of those reality shows, but what talent do they have? Nothing. Their only talent is they put eyes on the screen. We have that ability. We're just not busty, buxom brunettes that live in Beverly Hills. No, now I've always wanted to get a reality show where you've got like Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears. You put these nuts. You throw in Mel Gibson. You throw in Paris Hilton. You throw in Chris Brown. Yes, and you give them a lot of cocaine.
That is genius.
You give them cocaine. You give them a lot of booze, and you just see what happens.
See what happens. I would watch that show.
Who wouldn't watch that show? Everyone in the world would watch a show where Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan are fighting on drugs, drunk.
Or we get O.J. Simpson and Casey Anthony together and call it the Killer Couple.
The Killer Couple. And I have a really hard time writing for women, specifically middle-aged women. I have a really hard time. I can write for like younger women and older women, but I have a really hard time writing for women aged 20 to like 50. I just don't know their voice. See, this is why guys mess up all the time, because we don't know what women are thinking. None of us ever know. That's why men, we always mess up, because we don't know what the women are thinking. I can't even write for women. I mean, I can, but not age 20 to 50. And any guy who tells you that he can write for women aged 20 to 50 is probably lying, because all guys, we have a difficult time writing for women because we don't know what you're thinking. We don't know what you like. It's difficult.
There are certain pilots that get on the air and you think to yourself, what idiot made this decision?
And sometimes shows need time to find their voice as well.
You have to differentiate yourself from that pack.
I'm a big fan of television programs because with a TV show and a TV series, you get to develop and write new stories all the time, and you can leave your audience, which is my favorite part, hanging on the edge of a cliff week after week. And then boom, end of the season, they don't know what hit them, they got to come back, and that's what I really, really enjoy. I'm not one of these greedy people that has to have my, say in everything, but I definitely have a lot of respect for this industry, because this industry can completely kick your ass if you're not ready for it.
They're just saying, hey, I have this pilot, I'd like you to read it. And what's an agent going to say? I'm too busy servicing my current clients. I don't have time to take on somebody who I don't know, I've never heard of, and it just comes from out of nowhere.
You're gonna have to, being that it's Hollywood and you have to know someone. Okay, this isn't Illinois out there. I mean, it's a cutthroat place.
You need to move out here too, by the way. Because having me do everything is very, very difficult. In order for him to come out here, he really needs a reason to come out here. Then they're going to want to meet you too, so you are going to have to get out here eventually.
I feel like, okay, and I got no problem coming out there, man. I've done it before, I'm going to do it again. But I I've got no problem with making a great script. The problem is I feel like we make a great script and nobody's ever going to read it, man.
And I can find us an agent, but that's a process. It's a whole process.
You're not doing everything, man. Well, I mean, sir, we got to stop joking around, though. We've been doing this since 2005, man.
It has been a while.
I have a kid. I have 2 jobs. I stay up till 3 in the morning. I'm almost falling asleep at work. And the best you can tell me is that you're going to slam your car into the back of a fucking agent and give him the script.
It's called having a sense of humor.
I'm starting to lose my sense of humor today. Maybe it was just a bad day.
Yeah,
but
it was a bad day.
What the hell does that mean?
Okay, here's the deal. There's only so much I can do by myself out here with no money, no job, no connections. There's only so many things I can do to try to get us an agent because query letters got us nowhere.
Get some connections.
Everybody comes out here, they either think they're the best actor at all, they think they're the best director, they think they're the best writer. And so you really have to kind of filter the herd out. And I don't know, it seems like it's all about who you know. It's a giant steel wall.
Do I think if Hollywood has a giant steel wall around it and does it keep people out? I think they have I would say no. I think what Hollywood has is kind of a chain link fence around it.
I think it's a club more than a steel wall. Hollywood's always looking for talent.
Once you get to the pilot season, you're investing a lot of time and money in these things.
When you pitch a pilot, you're pitching something that could commit them to 100 episodes. These days, even for a sitcom, a pilot's probably $1.5 million or $2 million. So we're talking about a $200 million commitment. Are they going to make that with somebody that has no experience? Pretty unlikely.
There's nothing easy about this business.
It takes 3 things to make it in this business, is what I've learned. It's perseverance, talent, and luck.
It's definitely difficult to get in the door. It's difficult to stay in the room.
No, hold on, stop. Look to your right. Monte! Hey! Hey! You made it. How you feeling, man?
Oh my God! California, Monte is here. Come here.
How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. How you doing, man?
Great to see you, man.
And I'm here in beautiful Los Angeles, California, to pitch MTV today.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of MTV. I don't watch it. I'm not a big reality TV fan. And up here, every time you wake up in the morning, you got to have motivation. So instead of a $1 bill, I've changed it to $1 million. 6 zeros. And I've wrote myself $1 million check, which I will cash one day. It's motivation.
Every morning I wake up, I have a $1 million check that I've written to myself. And I have it taped on my ceiling. And the reason why I have that there is I know I'm going to cash that check to myself someday. And I want it there, and that's the first thing I see every day because I want it to remind me of keeping my eye on the prize.
You know, initially my motivation was, how can I succeed? Well, what's next in line for me? Everything that I've taken on in my life, I've tried to achieve the maximum level of success at. And when I get to a point where I have achieved that maximum level of success, I look for a new challenge. I look for something new and fun to do. And this is really the next step in my life, is to come out here and take on Hollywood. What happened in MTV? Well, they pointed out some things that had kind of been thoughts that have gone through our mind.
Curious the cat is.
Curious the cat.
Curious. Hey, buddy.
It's easy to come out here and feel like the little guy. It's easy to go into any situation like this and, you know, say, Jerry, they're men with jobs. They have secretaries. Well, there aren't setbacks. There's steps. And we just took another one.
Monty's not coming out here anytime in the foreseeable future, and so it's really frustrating for me.
You know, I don't know, man. You know, like, okay, we're practically 30, man.
I know.
I'm practically 30, you know, and it's...
There's only so many times that you can sit down and call all these literary agents.
I just don't want to turn
Right. Who's everybody else? I mean, tell me what that means. These query letters, I've been told this is not a good idea to do, but you got to try somewhere. You got to try somehow. And if you fail, you fail. But at least you tried.
You being away is not the. It's not the same, man. You know, dude. I know you're out there, and I wish I could be there too, man. But I miss you, man.
I know, man. I miss you, and getting you out here, or getting me back there, is going to help us reconnect, writing-wise. The state of California is really screwing themselves on their high taxes, and everyone's moving out of the state, and a lot of productions are starting to film in other states like Louisiana because of their tax incentive. 100 feature films in 2012 are set to be filmed in Louisiana. California is shooting themselves in the foot. I want to be out here because of the weather. I don't want to have to move to Louisiana, but if there are literary agents that are accepting scripts in Louisiana, I will move to Louisiana. I will move to Arkansas. It's just really frustrating whenever you are looking to get somebody interested in your scripts. A lot of literary agents I've found won't even talk to you. I feel like a telemarketer. I feel like a gypsy schmoozing snake oil salesman, just being so fake. But I guess that's what you got to do. Like I said, like I told Monty, if I have to take my car and hit one of these literary agents and like wreck their car, or just give them a little tap, just give them a nice little fender bender, just so I can introduce myself, that's the way to do it. I decided to travel back home to the Midwest, to Springfield, Illinois, to not only have a meeting with Monty, but to also visit my family, who I really missed. How you doing, bud?
Got your picture.
All right. Oh, how are you?
Good.
I missed you, man. How you been?
Great.
Good.
How you doing?
Good. Good.
He would just think, yes, you need to go back.
Well, that's what's funny. I mean, yeah, in LA, it's like
no big deal.
Yeah, you're no big deal, but here
it is.
Yeah, small town. It's like, oh my God, Steve Snyder's here.
Yeah.
He's coming. Like I said, yeah, my brother's coming back for like a day. And everybody just flips out. They just think it's like
let's
the most
all
awesome
go to
thing
Walmart
ever.
and walk around. Waiting. I want a mother-in-law's
I'm waiting
house.
for you to make it big. I'm ready to leave. You'd go, wouldn't you?
We'll move to LA, Braden.
You want to play
No.
the beach?
Yes, if I go too. Okay. See, if Mima goes, you go. Yeah. Jesus. Were you crying, Braden?
And I was bawling, telling him about it.
Huh?
Tiny Tim
doesn't die.
No. During Christmas present, they were talking about how he would die.
Oh.
He doesn't die,
But
though.
who's Tiny Tim in the Muppets?
Another little Kermit.
Oh.
God, jeez.
They even got Peter.
Peter? Who's Peter?
Who's Peter?
Another one.
A Muppet?
Yeah.
Peter the Muppet?
Yeah.
Peter the Muppet?
Even Mrs. Piggy lives with them.
Oh, those damn Muppets.
They just drive me crazy. I can't figure them out. Can you?
What, the Muppets? Peter?
Peter the Muppet.
Is he the new guy? Is he the stand-in? Is he the fill-in guy? Peter the Muppet?
You'll have to explain it to us, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost. Oh, you gotta catch those. Oh, one hand. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh! Hey, that counts. You got it. Here, I'll hand off to you. You got to run for the touchdown. Ready? Yeah. Okay.
But where have you, and I mean, your scripts are good. So, where have you taken those?
Okay.
I mean, I know I'm not out there. I don't know how it all works. But, I mean...
The way I look at it is you're seen as a threat. You're young, you're energetic, you have a new idea. Some of these writers who've been in the business 30 years who are still trying to pitch their same crappy idea, they don't want you to take their job. So it's a who do you know?
Yeah, but you're also one of
Jerry
what? It's like a rat race. How many millions and millions and millions of people are out there trying to do the exact same thing?
Boom. You have a script, You need to get, so you got a script. Here, I'll do it with the balls. You got
Remember
a script.
they're Velcro.
You got a script. You got an agent, and then you pitch them to networks. But unless you have an agent, it's very, very tough to get to networks.
Hold on, give him a hug, bud.
Bye. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Hold on, boy.
That's me.
The baby boy.
That's right.
He is
my
the baby
sister.
boy.
Bye. I'll be back. All right. Love you
You
guys.
guys be careful.
We will. Bye.
you
Love
guys.
you guys.
Love
Bye,
ya.
Mom.
You drive careful.
I will. I had a meeting with Monty. We wanted to work on The Third Space, which is a new TV pilot horror series. Let's just say we definitely disagree on the storyline.
I'm really worried right now. You're tanning, you're shaving parts of your body. That
This
don't
is
make
the
sense.
whitest
I
I've
don't
ever
get it.
been.
I mean,
no, this is the white. Here's
you
the thing.
come back here and you order like diet soda. What planet are you from?
Because
Planet
you got
California?
because when you take off your shirt, you got to look halfway decent. You got to keep that diet look. You know, I can't go with the full soda. Why would I go with the full soda? You got to go with the half soda. But that's just the big picture of the entire season.
It needs a ton of character development. The idea within itself isn't that hot of an idea.
Well, no,
How
no,
many
no,
serial
because they
killers have
stole
you
it.
eaten? Sorry, we go
He's
to a
gonna
network
vomit
and when they say, what's the difference between you and, Silence the Lambs? We go, well,
20 years.
He vomits it back up.
This is going to kill people. You're going to try to get to the killer.
Dexter, hello, it's there.
No, because that's a POV of the killer, and that killer is justifiable. This
so now
killer is not
we got
justifiable.
a cop show about some guys chasing somebody who's a killer. Bones, hello, I've seen people before.
Because FS stole the idea when they already started American
Well, guess
Horror
what?
Story.
They already stole it, though. It's
Right.
too late.
It's been changed.
So it needs to be tweaked.
He's not a psychologist because he vomits it back up.
Okay.
Cannibalism is the digestion.
So
it's more of a vampire thing.
So you're saying someone with bulimia, okay?
A cannibal bulimia
They're not a masticator then. They don't eat. Hannibal Lecter, my man. Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal
It's been
Lecter
done
ate his
several
victims.
times.
Hannibal Lecter didn't vomit them back up.
I
What's
like
the
your
tweak?
thinking.
Wait, you tell me a tweak.
What if,
Mr. Magician,
okay,
what's the tweak?
Okay, what if
What's the
our,
tweak?
What if our serial killer, in fact, would murder people in his mind? He's just been
where's the
imagining
drama?
it. There is no drama. That's what makes our show different.
Terrible idea. Every episode, you know what's going to happen. Gee, Bill, are you watching this? Very terrifying scene. Guys getting killed. Scary. Into the episode. Oh, Bill, it's in his mind again. Let's wait till next week. Pause.
When you see what's on. That's the build-up?
No.
The build-up is that one day he's going to puke?
No.
Is that it?
That's the big story. Throughout that, there's going to be personal conflicts.
The big story is that he's going to puke?
Right? He's like an alcoholic. Maybe he quit smoking, but he's back. Then you've got a serial killer over here who's dominating the news.
Nobody wants to put money into a one-season show.
We can get 100 episodes out of this.
I don't see 100 episodes coming out.
It's not going to be 100 episodes of a guy killing somebody in his own mind. Take it. It needs a Montgomery shine.
It's going to get the Montgomery shine.
I want a whole
and basically
spit
the
shine.
Montgomery
Go
shine
get
is
your
going to
shine
be
box.
this.
You got to get your shine box.
Yes.
I agree. I love the idea, but why would we start a whole new game plan? Here's workout guys. Here's
Back to
third
the soy
space.
sauce. Okay.
Here's car mates. Here's pledged. Here is.
Why is pledged the big glass?
I don't know, because it's there.
Okay.
Okay. Here is lawbreakers, and let's not forget, here is car mates. So here we go. Why would we start a whole new project when we've still got to fine tune all of these other ones?
What's the soy sauce again? Which one's the
Workout
soy sauce?
guys.
Workout guys. Okay.
So we have all these. Why would we start Dead Planet? That's what I don't understand. Why would we waste any of our time on Dead Planet?
Which one is the crappy cop show, Third Space? Which one's that again?
Crappy cop show. It's a great psychological thriller that needs to shine. We'll get some drinks.
Yeah.
But it's all BS. It's all a big scam.
Everyone,
it's like Vegas.
everyone at some point has wanted to kill someone. Somebody, at everyone's point in their life, they've sat across the table from a bald man before and thought about hitting him with a soy sauce bottle. Okay?
Right.
This has happened at some point.
And there's also been guys who thought about stabbing people with green pens. I'm sure that's happened.
It's happened
in
before.
life.
Yeah.
Changed the whole premise.
No, but there is a big difference between those two.
And there's a big
it's
difference
two
between
men
FX.
living in a car,
right,
versus two broke chicks living in an apartment.
Yeah, I'm talking about a pregnant guy who's psychotic who cheats on his wife in a ghost
A
house in
pregnant
LA.
guy? How is that happening? Is this Junior?
Yeah.
Hey, we're on the right track. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, I know.
I think you're onto something with the pregnant guy, though. This could be a much better.
It's
show
called
than-
Alien Nation.
Where's your pen
the
at?
pregnant
Let's make
woman.
a note of that. Pregnant guy.
No. Let me grab these over here because you forgot them.
Yeah, don't leave that out. FX might steal that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Smart ass.
Yeah. All right. Catch you in a minute.
All right. See you soon.
See you.
See you, brother.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
After my meeting with Monty and visiting my family, I felt really inspired. So I headed back to LA with optimism in my heart and goals set on taking down the giant steel wall.
Okay, it's by referral only.
By referral only. All about who you know then.
Unfortunately, we do not take any unsolicited submissions.
So it's by referral only, kind of a, you gotta know somebody.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys don't take submissions at all, or?
We would by personal referral, but not at this point at all.
Okay, great. So it's all about you gotta know somebody to get in there?
Yes.
Actually, we don't accept any of it without a recommendation.
So what I need to do is make up an alias. Yeah, this is Bill Johnson, and I recommend Stephen D. Snyder. And Brandon W. Montgomery.
No, I'm sorry, we don't accept anything unsolicited.
Okay, can you tell me what unsolicited means?
Meaning that you're soliciting us for representation, and we just don't take anything like that.
What a bitch.
You know, unless we are asking you for material, we are not interested in receiving incoming calls.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to know someone that we do business with and be referred to us
Okay.
to get into have us look at your material.
Okay. Well, great. I appreciate your honesty, and looks like I need to make a friend that knows you guys then.
You need to make a lot of friends.
I'm going to make a lot of friends because our shows are going to be on TV one day. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
The lifespan of most people's career is about 15 to 20 years, sometimes even 10.
It may be over at 40. It may be over at 45.
And keep on writing. Don't bank on just that one piece.
Go for the thing that's calling you. Go for the go. Go for what you want.
I really feel that when you ask people in life, why they're unhappy, it's because they're not doing what they want to do. And in my opinion, life is way too short to not constantly be going after what you want. Because when you stop going after what you want and you accept something that you don't want to do, and you rely on that for your entire life, a part of you dies. And you look around, you see so many people in life that are unhappy, that are unmotivated, that just don't smile. Because I imagine that somewhere along the way, they just gave up. I think any investment within yourself is the best investment you could ever make. Besides your family and your friends, obviously, I think investing within yourself is the best investment you could ever make. Never let other people tell you can't do anything. Always keep your eye on the prize and focused. Take on whatever you want in life. Just never give up. It. We're about ready to go up and conquer this Hollywood monster. Not that high up there. You can make it up there in a couple minutes. Oh, why is it so hard to get up to this place? I don't get it.
Well, it's kind of a metaphor, isn't it? For Hollywood itself.
What's the metaphor? What are you thinking?
It's hard to get to. It's hard to make it. But there's ways. You just gotta be willing not to give up, and I bet you if we don't give up, we can make it to that Hollywood sign.
Let's do it. See, this is one of these videos that you show up whenever I'm murdered. They're gonna show this shit on fucking Dateline or something. This is the type of video they fucking show.